Welcome to sunny United Kingdom on All In Weekend. It's Tom and Sam in the heart of all the action this week in a very wet park.
What are you on about? This is lovely summer weather.
It's London summer
it's nice
weather.
And dry. We've just got parasols out on the go.
It's lovely.
Fine.
Oh, put that margarita away.
Yeah, all this
margarita.
It's all CG. It's all CG. Come to the UK.
There was no CG on SmackDown last night when they finally made a decision on what they're doing with their flipping tag team titles.
Yeah, there's been several weeks of confusion around it. Nobody knows what's really been going on. A lot of people assuming it was just going to be like a Freebird situation. But Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu won the titles from DIY the night before SummerSlam. But Tanga Loa was holding the belt the week after when Fatu got hurt. Now Fatu's back. They basically said, solo declaring, Jacob Fatu is going to be a personal enforcer now. He also wouldn't hold the tag titles anymore. So the champions are officially recognized as Tama Tonga and Tanga Loa.
This was greeted...
Loa, sorry, I keep saying Tanga.
Well, you know when you've been tangered, as do the roster. Now, this was met with lovely loud chants of "You can't wrestle" to Tangaloa.
Oh.
Soz about that, mate.
Yeah.
But Jacob Fatu proved his worth anyway, and later in the night he helped them defend the titles against the Street Profits and then beat up DIY for good measure. But you make a good point. I thought they could have freebirded it.
I think the enforcer role allows them to kind of... There's all this talk of like they're going to keep him away from Roman. That wasn't the case. Look, you know, it's... I don't know what's happening, but ultimately you've got to think they've got a plan if they're going to put him into this role and they're going to roll back the decision. So
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Who knows? So obviously we are here in the middle of London in the rain because it's All In Weekend.
35 degrees here. What are you on about?
In my soul, maybe. Fans started arriving into the capital yesterday ahead of this weekend. Massive weekend of wrestling. And it looks as if, according to some of the signage that we saw in and around Wembley, that it won't be the last time that AEW are in London.
No, we'd heard that All In was obviously not going to be in the UK. It was revealed as being in Texas. But they did say we're going to be coming back to the UK in 2025. But people arriving yesterday via Wembley Park Station, there's like these two huge LED boards that you pass on your way to the station. And it was stating that Forbidden Door 2025 is set to take place in London. Now, no official statement's been made as to whereabouts in London. It doesn't say Wembley. It just says Forbidden Door London. So it's going to take place next year at some point. And it's a massive deal.
But it's not just Forbidden Door that could be here in the United Kingdom, isn't that right, Sam?
Another LED advertisement was ran in the area stating that All In is going to be returning to London in 2026 as well. Again, there's no confirmation that it's Wembley. You've got to imagine it will be. They've ran Wembley twice now, but no confirmation. It's just All In London. And there's sort of no details to be revealed so far, but I'd imagine we're going to hear more as the weekend goes on. There's going to be a lot of press appearances. There's going to probably be a lot of one-on-ones with Tony Khan publicly.
I imagine that press conference probably give us some answers.
Yeah,
won't it?
and I think that if you're looking at that as well, there was always a lot of speculation where it could kind of go and look like we're maybe getting some TV, which we've had, obviously, TV here in the build-up to All In. But I think that if you're going to come over, maybe we can make a bit of a tour of it. We've got a lot of, like, mid-sized and decent-sized arenas, 10,000, 15,000 caps. So I think there is possibly the potential that we could have like maybe a 2-3 week or UK residence. Do the UK residence.
Oh, nice! Yeah. Get over here for a long time doing it.
Yeah, I mean it's only been a year since they ran their first UK show as well, because their first UK show was obviously All In last year. But it seems that the relationship AEW has with the UK wrestling audience is strong. 50,000 tickets at the last report from Big Dave for this weekend show. So.
It's going to be a big turnout for it. You can watch, of course, with us from the comfort of your own home, because Adam Pacitti and Andrew Hodkinson will be doing live reactions to AEW All In on the channel on Sunday. You'll have What Happened At as well. And you know what? You'll see us out and about in London, no doubt. Don't be afraid to come and say hi. We don't bite hard. I'll tell you who does bite hard. Thunder Rosa. Oh. It was last night at Riot Cabaret where we had a surprise from an AEW star. After we saw Nina Samuels retain her Riot Women's title, she made an appearance, rocked and shocked Nina Samuels, and she is going to be back in October to challenge her for the Riot Women's title.
We did know that she was in the UK from Friday. She posted a social media picture with Alicia Atut, but it's surprising that she's turned up. I guess anything can happen in the AEW.
In the World Wrestling Federation. Whatever weekend you are having, it is not as hard rocking as Claudio Castagnoli's weekend. He had a banger with Okada in Cardiff, got on a plane, flew to Mexico and only went and smashed it in CMLL.
Yeah, he won the CMLL International Grand Prix, which is a 20-man elimination tag team match. It came down to Claudio for Team World and Volador Jr. for Team CMLL, and Claudio picked up the win with a Gotch pile driver.
Beautiful stuff. And now he's on a plane back over here to do a bit of double ladder, a bit of London ladder action.
Yeah, so the four trios double like crazy London ladders match tomorrow at All In. But what a shift. I mean, that's got to be what, like flying all the way out to Wales has got to be like, what, 10 hours? Flying all the way to Mexico, maybe 12 hours. God knows. And now he's flying back, he's going to be knackered.
He is going to be cream crackered. I am not going to complain
He's
about
living on
working.
international time.
He's living on steam, I think. Fumes and really nice coffee, if I know Claudio. But a lot of conversation around AEW, around Ricochet. Reported yesterday that he has signed a multi-year deal with All Elite Wrestling. Speculation that he could even be popping up as soon as tomorrow at Wembley. But I think his first opponent has made themselves very, very known.
Well, Will Ospreay was addressing this situation of Ricochet signing with AEW when he was talking to Will Gavin of TalkSport, and he possibly even revealed future plans, saying, if it is true that he's coming to AEW, I am calling you out to remind everybody who the F you are, bruv. You, without a shadow of a doubt, were the man. Dragon Gate, PWG, the Indies, around the world, no one could effing touch you. So I'm calling you out, bruv. I'm saying, remind the world that who you are, and that you're one of the best that's ever done this, man, because I believe it. And if I believe it, then you've got to believe in yourself now, boss.
So Ospreay and Ricochet running it back.
We know that they can, they're capable of absolute insanity, absolute magic. It's going to be a bit different this time with Ospreay now. Like, he's just a heavyweight. So is that going to affect how the matches flow? Probably not. But you got to think that they're going to be just taking it up even further, and I didn't think that was even possible.
I didn't think it was possible, but here we are, and it's going to be a big weekend. Do not let the weather put you off. All caps all day at the Garage in London, kicking off with Attack Pro Wrestling from just after 11 this morning. Got North Wrestling making its debut, Dance F, and Hustle in action as well. The Grado Show, It's Yourself live tonight after the massive Rev Pro anniversary event taking place at the Copper Box. Thousands going to be in attendance there. It's going to be a huge day of wrestling, a huge weekend of wrestling, Sam Driver.
It's like our very own massive Wrestle Festival.
And what a great time to do it in the middle of the great British summer.
In a heat wave.
Oh, what a day for it. And we'll have more wrestling news later.
Dry heat, an arid desert heat.
And update at any time. Check out Cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.
Pictures and predictions for AEW All In 2024 are up on the channel right now, and Fraser and Adam are going to be live from 4 p.m. at youtube.com/cultaholic/live. What Happened Out will be going up right after the show, plus more great content will be coming from London, and as we said, if you see us, don't hesitate to run over and come say hello. See you all at All In.